Hello, and I was just very delayed cameras there, but welcome. Session 19, the second to last session of the Forgotten Gods campaign. I don't really have anything to talk about before we start, but there's a few things to mention after the stream, or after the session, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Remember to get your MVP votes in towards the end, if you watch the whole stream.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much the last inspiration. We're still gonna have an MVP vote for the last session as well, but this will be the last one where they actually can use the inspiration to acquire. It'll always help. Anyhow, anyway. So, last session. Our two heroes of sort found the Mind Flayer lair with some rather unfortunate accidents of already existing slaves and a bit of in topography, you could say, as they aren't familiar with the terrain. They got caught once, managed to dispose of the threat without lodges, it seems like. Or sneaking through the chambers, trying to not alert anyone else. Finding the vessel that is needed to traverse into Morden's layer of the abyss. Having already collected the portal pieces earlier, they are now prepared, or at least able, to travel down, fight this threat, dispose of it. The vessel itself seems to be able to create portals and traverse them to different regions or planes, escaping narrowly into a portal to Karai, and then into the isle, and then to the island of the Gatekeeper. They are now resting a bit, gathering some strength, waiting for allies. That's where we're gonna pick up today's session. As Gore start to wake up, your wounds are starting to be almost healed. Still are scrapes and bruises, but you definitely aren't as bad as earlier. You're still covered in filth.
Well, his instinct would be to go and clean up somewhere.
It's easy enough to just go to the ocean, the beach, to just... It's the closest water that you know of. Just clean up yourself as best you can.
I would prefer to find fresh water because salt and wounds don't get along very well.
Aren't wrong. Well, roll my investigation.
Oh shit, I haven't prepared my dice. Jump to Leopold.
Leopold, you see Gore kind of just walking around the camp. You are tended to your wounds a bit and feel healthy.
Gore? Gore? You hear me?
It's not, he's focused on finding somewhere place to clean up.
I will go on.
It's a 15.
Oh well. Leopold, what you say?
I will go up to Gore.
Yeah. Kind of walk up to him as you find... This island isn't large. Doesn't really have its own fauna, per se. Or flora, sorry. So you do manage to find, like, the water supply that I brought with them to the island. But apart from that, doesn't seem to be any other freshwater sources on the island.
Well, guess I'm gonna have to wash up in the sea then.
Oh.
Gore hasn't noticed Leopold yet. He hasn't said anything straight to him.
Well, I was shouting towards you.
Well, I didn't hear that, so you're gonna have to take that again.
Yeah, Gore, we would need to make contact. The
Well,
gods.
who?
The gods. Long time since we contacted them.
Let me wash up first. I don't want to appear in front of them filthy.
I guess that's fair.
Freaking fleshbeard slime. Now he's gonna go to the sea and start washing up.
You need a soap?
Do you have one?
Yes.
Sure. You don't look that clean yourself.
Oh, I guess I will join you.
No fanfic of that, please.
I can hear the skrilling from the room beside me
Oh
now.
no.
Cleaning up about proper 30 feet apart because reasons, and using the actual soap, you get that cleaned up. You still have wounds and a bit of a cuts in your clothes, but apart from that, you are clean and you don't smell bad at all. Use the soap to actually get rid of any odors as well. Yeah, you are as well. You're cleaner than you've been for probably a month, at least.
Well, let's do this.
Yes. Let's try. I'm holding forward them.
Very well.
He grabs it.
You grab it. You start to feel the same feeling like something is pulling at you, but instead of feel like you get pulled out of your own body, it's almost like you start lifting off the ground. You feel this almost shake, like you get pulled in multiple directions and then pushed back together, and a landing on something. It's quicker than you used to. Now you're standing again on those golden rows that intertwine into what now seems to be the same garden that I had created before. But the stairway now leads up to an arcing door. There don't seem to be any walls or windows or even a roof, but there's a door. The edge of a stairway.
That's fancy.
Do we see the gods?
The two guards are still standing in the same location as they always are. They turn to face you as you appear before them. Welcome. I have not been in contact for a while.
Well, we had some work to do.
I believe you did. Your work is progressing well. Our strength slowly increase.
So we have noticed. You did great with Robert. It's nice to see him alive. Thank you for that.
I did what I could. He's alive. Good. Now, preparing or ready to enter or remove this threat.
Yes. We have already asked you guys for much. And I believe that we need to ask still for more. Any power you can lend us to help us fight. We have come to the apex of our journey.
We have more to offer. Single thing. Can't just hand it out. You're willing to meet a trial. Power is yours.
What would this trial be?
It's a trial. Original for the faithful. Of our kind. Or of your kind. Exact.
If this will help us fight whatever this evil is, I am willing to face this trial.
Holden. May. And it turns. It's kind of gliding turn as he points about 15 or so hands towards the door. As he has a crown of them now sticking out of his back. The arcing doorway you saw before just glides open. Motionless. Or soundless.
Is this a one-man trial or is it a group trial?
You both may.
And help each other.
Yes. This is not a test for one man's strength. It's always strength. We will await you. Return. The end.
Gore's just gonna take a second, take a breath, steel himself, and start stepping towards the gate.
Well, follow suit. Gore is rushing.
Start walking up the stairways. It's a bit of an awkward stair to climb as they are quite large. Each step. This is more accommodated for the gods themselves, who are just larger. Now, if you stand looking through this doorway, stretching 12 feet tall, on the other side you see nothing but that starlit sky.
Well, this is the way they wanted us to go, so I will step through.
So will I.
Take the first step, and when it's just air you believe you would fall, but you hit solid ground. Blink a few times, you're standing in a long corridor. polished stone bricks following, being forward. As Leopold also seems to just step out from the wall. And at the end of this hallway, maybe 50 or 60 feet away, there seems to be a door. A singular one, a singular arc of some sort of writing.
What does that say?
Writing says, "Person of fate knows when to
I asked
leave."
Leopold.
Hmm.
Sorry, Gore can't read yet, so.
Yeah, so what does it say?
Oh, Leopold, you read. Person of fate knows when to kneel, when to stand. Otherwise, that fate is blind.
So, it seems like a person of faith knows when to bend the knee, and I will say that when to kneel and so on.
Maybe there's
I
a
will.
trap in the hallway. We have to dodge down, bend the knee at the right moment to not get pierced by something nasty.
I don't think it's in that way, but let's find out. It might be something with choosing your battle and not being overconfident. Let's see. They are gods. They know better than us.
Gore is gonna proceed forward, but he's still gonna have his own thought in his head and try to look for in the hallway if there's like any holes or be ready for any traps.
This was the end of the hallway.
Oh, we went up to the end.
Yes, the arc itself was.
Oh, okay, I thought we read it from a distance. Okay, my bad. Well,
You can read
I
it
guess
a bit
then we're
away,
gonna.
but there's
Oh,
yeah, you can read it from a bit away, but you still have to go to quite the end of it.
okay. Well, then he's just gonna open the door.
Well, you open the door, and it seems to be a quite simple, almost oval-shaped room. Seems to have alcoves, 4 of them. Seems to have painting hanging, or paintings hanging. Do you step in?
Uh, did you say like an alcove?
Yes, it has 4 alcoves where it seems to have paintings, like almost indents in the walls.
Okay, I'm gonna step in and look at the closest painting.
Leopold, you see as Gore steps in, seems to shimmer for a bit, and then it's gone. Your view.
I guess I will follow suit.
Gore, what do you say you did?
Look at the first painting.
Oh, look at the first painting. What it seems to depict is a holy man, cleric maybe, or priest. Seems to be capable to fight as holding a weapon, but currently the weapon seems to be used to beat a woman. Seems to be shady, destroyed clothing, a piece of bread lying at her feet. What would you like to do?
Step to the next painting.
Very well. The next one seems to depict the inside of a church. Priest standing in front looking at whatever holy symbol it is, praying. You can see all around him seems to be people picking up and chandeliers, picking up bottles of wine, whatever else seems valuable.
Sorry.
Hmm?
Who is picking up the valuable stuff?
Seems to be a bunch of raggedy men in having simple armor and swords, shields, and other weaponry.
And what was the holy man doing?
He's kind of praying.
Well, Leopold is not with me here.
Yeah,
No,
I've come up to you. I've looked
looking
on both
around, you
paintings.
don't see Leopold now.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Leopold, you
I'm
also
gonna-
see these paintings. You don't see Gore, but you see these paintings. Well, if there's anything you would like to do.
Yeah, we'll also go and look at the paintings.
Well, I'm gonna take some of what Leopold said, and I'm gonna just take a knee in front of that second painting.
How many paintings do you see?
4.
4. Yeah, I wanna go and look at all 4.
Oh well. 4. Take a knee and you hold the pose for a while. You feel something changed, but you didn't hear anything, you didn't see anything. Just had a feeling that something.
Okay, then I move on to the next one.
Leopold. The third painting. It's to be a scene of a execution. Holding over a large executioner's axe. Depicting a large executioner's axe held by a man. Good. There's a man on the currently block crying with a town's crier standing with a piece of paper out that seems to be with a murderer. Shouting out to a crowd of faceless commoners. That's the third painting.
What's on the 4th?
The fourth one. There seems to be a battlefield, or what's left of a battlefield. 2 people are visible on the painting. One standing holding a sword forward and down. Seems to be another man. A heavy wound in his side. Still conscious, looking back.
Does the guy look like he's gonna kill him or show mercy?
I'd say painting is too simple.
I will not. Well, since I felt the change last time, I will take a knee at the 4th one.
Leopold, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I was trying to remember what the last part of the text said on the door.
Oh, Gore. Look at your hair. A subtle click sound. Start looking around and a new pathway seems to have opened.
I'm gonna go up towards it. Like just take one small step into it and then wait and see if I can see Leopold anywhere.
Very well. Leopold.
Yeah, well, I would bend the knee, like go on knee on the fourth one.
You kneel on the fourth one. You two hear this faint clicking sound. Pathway seems to open and you see Gore standing in the hallway.
We'll go up to Gore and... Where was you?
In the room. Until I bent the knee, as you said. I guess you did the same.
Which paintings did open it for you?
I bent my knee for the second one. I saw the conviction in the priest. Even during hardships, he kept true to his faith. I bent my knee to the fourth one. Because even in victory, the guy had shown mercy. Otherwise, the guy on the ground would not have been alive at that point. Which one did you?
I bent the knee on the last one. The one with... I was bending a knee for the guy to show mercy.
Our path has opened. We'll see where it leads.
Yes.
This hallway itself starts out similar to the first one. Polished stone brick. Door in the end with the same text. Stone slightly changes until appear spots of grass or moss. Pair of them.
What did it... Was it some text that said something?
It is, yes. The text reads as follows. If you're not capable of violence, you're not peaceful, you're harmless.
Yes. Okay. So it says if you're not capable of violence, you're not peaceful, you're just harmless. But
Very well. I opened the door.
Oh. The door, or inside the door, seems to be a cubic chamber. Thought. On the far end, you see. Used to be another door. Having 4 basins in each corner that illuminates the chamber. With a bright light.
Should we try to go in at the same time this time so we don't get split up?
Well, what we did last time.
Well, so you enter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Door seems to shut behind you. Not forcefully, just calmly shut. You hear a click. Lock. Start hearing metal noises. Piece of metal seems to scrape against each other. Or more of a clang. Better. Doesn't sound rusty, doesn't sound forceful. It just sounds like something moving.
I'm just gonna look over to Leopold and if you got my back, I got yours, and I will turn my back to him.
I will take out my sword and keep my back towards Gore.
Oh well. Get on back, start looking around. You're noticing the roof seems to be a hole. And something seems to be lowered into it. Looks to be a depiction of, or similar, the brass colossal. Same brass inlays and armor beams covered. Depicting a human. Covered veil for a face and holding long spear.
I will put away my sword.
I will not put away my maul.
I think we should be harmless to this one, not peaceful.
If it shows no aggression, I will show none.
Dustin is seems to be getting low and ready.
Let's
But I need you to
go.
roll initiative. I need to get a pen apparently. I don't have one here. Okay. Well, and I'm gonna switch this scene because we actually have a battle arena. I don't have a minute for it, but a large placeholder will do. Seems to be a bit out of focus. There we go. So, yes, I have made a few terrain pieces. I love it. It gives such an atmosphere. Nothing else. Let me switch this one in. And what did we get on initiative? Gore.
I will have to roll it.
Oh, Leopold.
22.
22 for Leopold.
Wait, don't I get the thing? Oh yeah, I had advantage on initiatives actually.
Hey, you got that on level 7. That's true.
Yeah. It didn't help much, but it's a 12.
12. Very well. So, I'm gonna sit out. This large piece over here is, of course, construct. And Leopold, you are this guy holding two swords. What would you like to do?
Is that guy holding swords? Two swords?
Yes. It's a bit
This is not
dark.
a trial of harmlessness. This is a trial of combat.
I guess. And I'll pull out my sword and... How far away are we?
Let's see, 1, 2. You're 30 feet away. We're gonna try to use the grid.
Yes,
The
okay.
grid you see are 5 feet.
So we are going to defeat it, I hope. And I will rush towards it and do some attacks.
Very well, so you run up to it.
That takes 30 feet, right?
Yep, 30 feet is gone. Run up to this
And I will.
quite massive construct out of brass.
Then I will attack it a few times with my long sword.
Sure. Roll some attacks.
That's 12 plus 7, so 19.
19 does hit. Yes.
That's 14.
14 points of damage.
Second attack. That's a 9.
You're dealing slashing damage, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Yes, magical slashing.
Oh, yeah, because you can say weapons.
Yes.
You to do that.
Yes. For once.
What was the second attack you said?
9.
And
To hit.
does not hit. You kind of come in, carve, pry into this metal piece, kind of leaving a puncture wound. Apart from that, it seems relatively unfazed about your attack.
Yes, then I will do a flurry of blows.
When... Oh yeah, you do get key points on short rest, don't you?
Yes. So
Sure.
I'm fully. So that the first one is 9 plus 7, so that's 16.
16 unfortunately does not hit. The armor is a bit too tough for you.
Yeah, the second,
Fist alone.
that's lower.
Yeah, both fist attack kind of punch you. Impact, but it's too hard. Doesn't bend, doesn't buckle.
Then I will walk away
Where
25 feet. Back to Bruce. No, back to Gore.
Wrong campaign. But yes, you walk back 25 feet. That's... Yeah. That's gonna start its turn. So... I'm gonna start by it seems to have some movement. It's smooth, doesn't have much of noise. It bends his hand and aims it towards you, Gore. You see, there seems to some sort of bead flies towards you, impacts, and you are surrounded by this cloud. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Luckily, I'm pretty okay at those. No, that's a nat 1.
Very well.
Doesn't matter how good I am at them.
No. So, you are considered slow. Slowed. I don't think I have. No, I do not have an icon for that, but you're slowed, which means that your AC and dexterity saving throws are reduced by 2. You can take action or bonus action, but not both, and you cannot take reactions. And your speed is halved. Then it's gonna run up and do a thrusting spear attack as it's coming towards you, Leopold.
I guess slowed doesn't exist here.
It's the spell effect. The spell
Oh,
slow.
so it's not a condition.
No. Leopold,
Okay.
it's gonna attack against you. Your AC is doesn't matter. That's a 21.
AC doesn't matter.
Nope. Where's that? So you will take. Actually, my bad. It's actually just gonna move up to this length. We'll take 25 points of piercing damage as this spear barrows into you. It's very large, leaving almost a gaping wound behind when it's retracted. And you see as it... Ching, ching, ching. One of the wounds that you strike on it kind of bends backwards out. And that's gonna end its turn. Gore.
Well, you said it was only -2 to AC and -2 to Dex.
Yes, your speed is halved. You can't take reactions, and you can only take one bonus action or an action, not both.
Well, that's a way to nerf a barbarian.
Yeah. Leopold, you see as it starts to... Gore starts to move, but it's sluggish and slow.
Well, if I'm gonna get out of this alive, I am going to rage, and I'm gonna step in between it and Leopold.
Very well. 1, 2, 3. Billy, your movement speed is 20, so you can make that fine, and you're raging. You can make this gurgling sound, but that too is like slow and disorientated. Doesn't sound right. That's your turn. So Leopold, you're up. Oh wait, at the end of your turn, do another con saving throw. Do your saving throw, please.
Well, that's 16.
16 does it. You're no longer slowed. Leopold.
Just rage out of it.
Yes, so I will go and flank it.
Very well. And yeah, with ease, that's 25 feet movement.
And I will attack it.
Sure, roll attack with advantage.
That's 16 plus 7, so
Yeah, that hits.
that's 9.
9 points of damage.
Second attack is total 20.
That does hit as well, yeah.
And that's 8 points.
8 points of damage.
And I will do a flurry of blows again.
Sure. Pummel it.
Yes, let's try. That's 14.
14 doesn't hit.
That's 14 plus 7, so that's 21.
21 does hit, yeah. How much damage on that?
That's 5.
5 points of damage. You kind of slash on it twice, glide and punch him. The first one does hit, but again doesn't do anything. Then you find one point that seems weaker and kind of buckles inwards. You start to hear something grinding.
I will try to do a stunning strike.
Stunning strike.
Con save DC 12.
DC 12 on a con.
Unless it's immune to it, of course.
Doesn't seem to be affected. Punch into it, but it doesn't have an effect. That's your turn.
That's my turn.
Very well. As it retracts its spear, it kind of looks around, again flicks, aiming backwards, and now you, Leopold, gets this kind of bead in your face, and you're just gas all around you. So make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
That's a nat 20.
So you're fine. You gotta puff off it. Kind of blink a few times, so you see as he kind of winds up, and as the entire upper body just rotates independently of the rest of the body. And I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
I can see this coming, right?
You can, yes.
Danger sense.
That's 14 plus 7, so that's...
Success.
That's an 18.
It's also a success. You both succeed as this blade kind of comes and kind of either jump over to go low to the floor, it kind of swishes over you. Returns back, and a bit more of it starts to revert to its original shape. It's gonna end its turn. Gore.
Well, if it's just gonna keep reattaching parts, I'm just gonna have to knock them off. So I will just aim to do my bludgeoning stuff.
You roll with advantage because you're flanking.
Yeah, that's good. I don't even have to use Savage Attacker. Reckless, yeah. 18.
18 just hits.
So that's a 10 bludgeoning to start off.
10 bludgeoning. You kind of hit and you hear this boom, loud ringing noise that hit one of the plates. It buckles in, but doesn't seem to have more effect than that.
Yeah, and I push him also 5 feet to the right.
Or well. You're no longer flanking.
Well, I was gonna get to that. I'm gonna move up, so I'm flanking. And now... Well, 16... No, 17.
17 does not hit.
I hit.
Very well, you use combat powers and impact. 1 of 3.
Well, that's Snake Eyes. So that's 2 plus 4 plus 2. 7 points of bludgeoning. I rolled double
7.
ones.
Very well, so you can.
And I knock him back to his original position.
Very well.
And I go back to the flanking position and I just say, I'm gonna knock you all around this room as much as I fucking want. And that ends my turn.
Well, Leopold. Up next.
Yeah, well, attack it. My
Roll
sword.
with advantage.
That's 16 plus 7, so I guess that's a hit.
Does hit, yes.
And I will use a key point to use Deft Strike, so I can roll 1d6 extra damage.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's 9 points. 1, so 10 plus 4, so 14.
14 points of damage. You slash into it and it's impressive. You can carve through metal with a sword.
I will do it again.
Roll.
That's 16 plus 7, so that's also a hit, I would
That
say.
does hit, yes.
And that's 7 plus, so 11.
11 points of damage.
Then I will hit with an unarmed strike.
Sure, roll.
11 plus 7, so that's 18.
18 does hit.
And that's 6 points of bludgeoning, also counting as magical. Since monk.
Well, kind of punch the. Kind of stumbles forward, catches yourself on the spear. Suppose that's your turn?
That's my turn, yes.
Kind of gets up, you hear the ting, then does like a leap just straight upwards, pummeling it down on Gore that's in front of it. Which I don't know, that does not hit. And the shimmy to the side as this spear kind of clanks and goes buried between a few stones. You kind of
Predictable.
pulls it out. Then stabs you again. Or stabs towards you again to your new location. Which unfortunately does not hit either.
As I said, too slow and predictable.
Kind of straighten itself. But on that time, while he does that, Gore, you're up.
Well, I believe we're gonna knock him around a little bit more.
Very well.
Oh, that would be a miss, so I'm gonna choose to hit.
Very well, 2 out of 3.
That's good. 16 points of bludgeoning.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
And again, 5 feet to the side, but I will knock him back the same way I did last round.
Very well.
So you don't have to adjust it. Well, there goes the third combat prowess.
Very well,
You
don't
roll
have
with advantage, still.
Yeah, I do.
don't have any combat powers anymore.
9 points of bludgeoning.
9 points of bludgeoning. Well, you pummel into it, dragging it all around. Gonna straighten itself. It's getting buckled, but doesn't seem to hinder it in it. Yeah, Leopold, you're up next.
Tear its leg off.
I will try to tear its leg off with a longsword strike. Or two.
Well, certainly gonna tear with the sword, but go right ahead.
So that's 6 plus 7, so that's not a hit.
That unfortunately does not hit. The car, when it lowers its legs at the same time, just hits a flat plate, slides off.
This is now 21.
That does hit.
That's 9 points.
9 points of damage. Very well.
Then I will do flurry of blows.
Well, roll.
Okay, so that's 18 plus something.
That does hit. Yeah.
That's a 10 damage.
10 points of damage you gotta pummel into. Just start to get underneath it, actually, into the construct. The moving parts under it.
And the second blow is 19 plus 7.
That does hit.
And that's 7 points of bludgeoning.
7
Magical.
Bump into it. It starts to show a bit of worse for wear, so he's start trying to move a bit more hindered. Kinda looks around. Then does this again, jumps up, leaping. Leopold, you get an attack of opportunity if you like.
I like that.
As he leaves your space, landing behind Gore.
Do I get a with advantage since he was still we were still flanking
Yes,
when he went up?
it's still advantage, yes.
Okay, so that's 17.
18 does not hit, I'm afraid. Or as it lands backwards, you see as the hand or the spear itself seems to be drilling and kind of pierces forward. So, first, Gore. You have an AC of 16, so you barely get out of the way, but the spear does not stop as it continues forward into Leopold.
Oh, that's a long spear.
Yes. With 17 to hit, I believe that hits.
That will hit.
Nine points of piercing damage this time as spear goes, and it kind of pulls backwards, reposition a bit, and does the same attack again. First on Gore. Correction, he does not do the same attack again. Because the guy just rolled natural 1 on both attacks, both hits. So the other one is too predictable as Gore. You keep moving to the side as the spear comes, and Leopold, you kind of falls backwards in this almost matrix dodge as the spear goes above you.
Never use the
Pulls
same
back.
attack twice.
And that's gonna hit its turn. Gore.
You get back in your place, and I will move to the left-hand side of him.
Let's see, left.
Left for me, if I'm looking at him.
Yeah,
No, left for me if I'm looking at him.
you're gonna be over here. No.
Yeah, and I will try to hit him with my maul.
Sure, roll attack. Not for advantage.
Let's do savage attacker.
Reckless attack, very well.
Reckless attack.
You get advantage, but that also does he.
So that would be a... Wait, what was my modifier? Oh yeah, it's a 17, so if I remember correctly, that does not hit.
It's not hit now.
Okay, can I do 2 reckless... Or
All your
Yeah.
attacks now are considered advantage. Until then.
every single one? Okay,
Yes.
well, I attack
Reckless
myself.
is triggered until the start of your next turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take another attack then.
You do so.
Okay, that is a hit. 16 plus 6, 22.
That does hit, yes.
6 plus 4 plus 2, so 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well,
And I will knock him 5 feet away from the wall, and I will step into that space so he can't go up against the wall.
Oh, so you knock him into the wall and you kind of start blood.
No, away from the wall.
Oh, you knock him that way and then you're gonna walk over here.
Then I'm gonna go in between the wall and him so he can't have any.
Very well,
He can't
you
have
start
a wall
body
for
blocking.
protection.
Leopold, you're up.
Yeah, well, move so I will flank.
Very well. Easy enough done, you are fast as fuck.
Yeah, and I will attack him twice with the longsword.
Sure, roll attack.
I'm flanking. So that's a miss, that's 15. First one.
Very well.
Second one, 16 plus 7, so that's a hit.
Yeah, you roll a lot of 16s.
That's 3 plus 4, so 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Gotcha.
And
Starting to look rough.
I will use a deft strike on the last one to roll an extra d6 damage.
Very well.
It's a key point to use that, and that's 1 extra damage.
Extra point of damage.
Then I will use a just punch.
Oh, you don't have luck with Death Strike. Death Strike.
No, surely not. That's total 20.
Total 20 does hit. How much
So
damage?
that's 7 points.
7 points of damage. Very well, it's good. Crack into it and it kind of corrects itself. Your gears kind of jump back into place again. And it's gonna do a stab attack against Gore. At least attempt to.
With advantage.
Yes, with advantage. Well, he hits. So Gore,
Alright.
you will take a total of 20. So that's reduced by half because I think you're resistant against magical weapons as well.
Yeah, the only thing I don't resist is psychological. Well, psychic.
So you take 10 points of piercing damage, then gonna swing around, kind of turn the spear in the air and stab backwards against Leopold. With a natural 20. Ouch.
It's no fun.
Leopold, you will take
A lot.
48 points of slashing damage. Kind of carves into you and you kind of get this slash across your entire front body. It goes deep, only being blocked by your ribcage.
I hope that is already doubled.
That is doubled, yes.
48, right?
48 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm looking really bad.
You're lucky you had fortitude.
Yeah, so that's gonna correct itself and its turn. You hear it again, a clicking sound. You're up.
How?
What are the things in the corners?
The corners are braziers. They're pretty much golden goblets of fire.
Well, I like fire. So I'm just gonna attack this guy and try to knock him towards the one that he's closest to.
Very well, you do so.
Well, no, that's the first one is not a hit.
You have advantage.
Swing. Yeah, it was a 3 and a 1.
Overall.
So another hit.
Second attack, roll.
That is 2 sevens, so that's another miss.
So both attack, you kind of starts trying to attack it, but seeing like Leopold's like entire bleeding front side as you're a bit distracted. Yeah, that's ends your turn. Leopold, you're up.
Yeah, and I will slash it. Does it look bad?
Doesn't look great now.
Well, then I will
Don't have a
just
lot
keep
of-
slashing.
Movement issues.
I'll attack it with my longsword again.
Roll advantage.
That's 17.
Or should that does not hit?
That's 19 plus 7.
That hits. Roll some damage.
And now I have 9 damage.
9
9
damage.
points. 9
Very
points
well.
of damage, and then I will use a bonus action punch.
Roll attack. A lot of attack rolls.
Natural 20. Deft Strike doesn't work on non-weapons.
That's
Okay,
not a shame,
so
but yeah. Roll the die, double it. You find a bit of an exposed piece of gear and you get a punch and it cracks it. Gets
12.
all points of damage. Oh well. You start to hear a lot of grinding noise every time it moves now, but does that finish your turn?
Yes, it does.
Very well. It kind of gets up, puts like almost then his second hand over the face of Gore, and again, as this bead kind of hits and then covers you. So, Gore, do me a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. 16.
16 is a success. Gotta cough away the smoke as it kind of fades. You see as it again does one of those stab attacks at Leopold, which does also hit with a 25. So Leopold, you will take 28 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Well, Leopold kind of falls backwards, just shakes his off despair.
You said 28.
28, yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. Smooth. Anyways. So now it has one target less to worry about. Gore, you're up.
Angry and upset, Gore is just gonna go into like a little bit of a mini rage within a rage and just do savage attacker to try and finish
Reckless.
this fucker off. Sorry, I know it's another one, but reckless attack.
Savage
to
attacker
try and
is a feat.
Yeah, I know,
and
I know. It's been in my head. To try and finish this fucker off since he looks very hurt. I'm gonna aim for the weak spots as well as I can.
Very well. Roll.
Well, the first roll is a 2 and a 4, so that's a miss.
Oh no.
The next one, it's a nat 1 and a 9, and a 9 does not hit.
So yeah, you gotta go and it starts to sidestep. This almost seems to be predicting your attacks now. It turns and gonna do 2 stab attacks against you. In quick succession. That first one does not. Oh wait, it has advantage. We reroll that one because I picked it up.
Advantage? Where would you get that from?
Because you used reckless attack.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
So the first one does hit with a 22.
All right.
So you are gonna take a total. 24 halved is 12 points of slashing or piercing damage in the first one. Second attack will also hit with an 18.
Yep.
So you will take an additional. It's cocked. It's also cocked. That's not cocked. $32 reduced to halved for 16. So slashing damage on the second attack. Gonna ready itself for more of the same attack, trying to finish you off. That's gonna finish its turn.
You
Is it
skipped
not-
my turn.
Did I now?
Yeah, I was before him and Gore was last.
Yeah, I know. Gore, you're up.
I don't have to roll.
Okay.
Well, we're in this
Oh,
for.
yeah.
We're just in this for the fight at the moment. I need to finish this guy off. So, reckless attack. I'm just gonna continue with it.
Very
If
well.
I can't get some damage on this guy, it's not gonna go well. Okay, so finally, 14 plus 7.
That does hit, yes.
13 points of bludgeoning.
13 points of bludgeoning. Well,
And the second attack.
sure. Roll second attack.
12 plus 7.
So that's 19. That does hit, yes.
And that is 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
16 points. Damage. You do damage, but it doesn't seem to have as much effect as you want. It kind of clanks. Again, it does this kind of shake and... I'm gonna do a slight rotation. It's gonna do, again, 2 attacks with advantage against you. The first one is hit. Second one is also hit. So both hit with a 26 and a 22. So you will take a total of... $51.5, so that's a 25 points of piercing damage, and those 2 attacks kind of hit you on 2. One in your thigh, and the other one goes into your chest, kind of almost puncturing one of your lungs.
He's still alive.
So is it. What would you like to do? It's your turn.
Well, reckless attack, because
Very
this
well.
fucker needs to go down.
Reckless attack it is.
2 15s, so that's a 22.
That does hit. What's the damage?
Oh, pretty good actually. It's 17 points of bludgeoning.
17 points of bludgeoning.
1 from Max. Is he still standing?
He is still standing.
Oh well. 18 and a 17.
Does hit. How much damage on the second one?
14 points of bludgeoning.
Very well. You get pummel into it. Every time it seems to start moving again, it seems to slowly repair something. And well, it's gonna do the same thing. It also seems to be going for...
Might not have the damage to finish this guy off.
The first attack hits. So does the second one. So you take 2 more hits.
If you roll over a 40, I go down.
Very well, good to know. That's 54 points of piercing damage. As you kind of strike, you kind of feel the life and rage kind of leave your body, pulls back once more. Again, buries in it. Things go black.
Yep.
Leopold. You kind of wake up with this kind of like jolt. You feel hurt. Very hurt. But you're breathing. You're now sitting in a small chamber. You look around. There's a fireplace going. You see that large frame of Gore is currently lying a bit away from you on... Needs to be a bedroll. A blanket. On the other side you see a faint glimmer of the old man's face that you've seen before the flames kind of flicker and he's gone. And blink and look around. There's like an exit from this chamber. It does have the same kind of writing on the arc. Top of it. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I will read it, what it says.
Well, you read. Rest with safety is a privilege. Start to feel all your wounds they're still open, but they aren't bleeding anymore. You are currently on 1 health, unconscious.
Yes.
So
I will.
Yep. What do you say?
Okay, now I will try to short rest.
Gore.
Wait until Gore.
Doesn't take long for you to also kind of shake awake. You find yourself in a similar space. See Leopold kind of tending to his wounds.
Where are we?
Think we're still in the guard's trial, maybe? I'm not sure. That sign says that resting with safety is a privilege. So I'm not sure if that is a clue or if that's a... Yeah.
Without rest, we might as well just walk out and die.
Let's try a short rest here, then continue.
Yeah. I'm just gonna lie down on the bed again and begin a short rest.
Lay down. It's a soft bedding. It's nice. Don't want to move as much too, because every movement seems to hurt. The wounds are real. You're certain the battle itself, so real. It's quiet. Only the occasional crackling of the fire that doesn't seem to produce smoke. Can be. An hour passes. Finish a long rest. A short one, so.
Okay, well, here goes all the hit dice. Oh, wait, D12s. I have 7 of them. Yeah, I'm rolling all of them. No
You're rolling
point.
all 2 of mine.
There's no point in skipping on these.
That's a 1. That's a 1. Two ones. So
Oh boy.
that
Do we
is...
add the do we add the con to each and every one of them?
Yes.
So the first 2.
So that's 10 points of health back.
And your combat powers is also returned. Only needs a short rest for that one as well.
Oh, I didn't actually thought that in a long rest.
No, I just checked up because I didn't recall myself. Yeah, Leopold, you recovered like 10 health total?
Yes.
That's a nice.
Yeah, that's a 10th.
Yeah,
I'm
you have
still
10%
rolling mine. Okay, that is now... Yeah, I got 1 more. I mean, I rolled a lot of 11s and 12s, so I was a little bit lucky with that. So with that, I am now at 74 out of 83 hit points.
74 out of 88 hit points. Not bad. So. What do you want to do?
Let's continue.
Well, with a massively bruised ego, yes, let's continue.
Open the door. New hallway presents itself in front of you. We're gonna take a break. Seems like this session probably will also be a bit shorter. But don't know what's gonna happen. And now we're gonna take a 10-minute break, and then we'll be refill, change some stuff, and we'll be right back to continue this session and see how the rest of the trial goes. Tuned.
Enemy spotted.
There's someone right there.
Yep. There we go. We're live again. Welcome back, everyone. So, get this show on the road. We are unfortunately a bit tired on this side for numerous reasons. But nonetheless, the music stopped. Increase the sound slightly. There we go. So, I left off. You have awoken in another chamber, not the one you fell in. Taking a short rest, you then continued on your own, or forward through the gates. At the gate. Find yourself in the hallway again. Same polished stone bricks, moss, and now it seems to be coming almost gold, very clear gold. To the whatever cracks it can find. Continue forward. Again, similar at the end of the hallway, it's the same door with the arc with text you've come accustomed to. This time reading, strength comes in various forms. That's all.
This one says you can be strong in different ways.
Obviously.
Shall we enter?
That's why we're here, right?
I guess. Please open.
I'll open the door.
Inside, it's a slight dimly lit chamber you approach with. Not that large. The only thing is really inside this one is a door a bit higher up on a ledge. Then a rope. Seems to be dripping some black substance. What would you like to do?
So all we see is a door, rope with black substance.
Yes.
Nothing else in the room.
No.
I will go check the black substance that is dripping on the rope.
It's not too unlike the lamp oil you use.
What is like the what is the rope attached to at the top?
It should be tied around a hook in the roof. The origins
Do
of
we
it
see?
all, of the oil itself seems no. We'll see the source of it.
Should we try climbing this one to the top? It would be a challenge because of the greasy substance.
Why don't we just burn it off?
Would oil wouldn't the oil destroy the rope? You think?
What is down below? Was it
You are on the
did
bottom.
the rope? Okay, yeah, we're on the bottom. I'm gonna try the door.
The door is up on a ledge.
Ah, so we need a rope to get to the door.
There's like one way to do it.
Come over here, I'll boost you up to the ledge.
How far up is the ledge?
It is quite a distance. It's closer to like 20-25.
Springboard off me. I'll throw you up as hard as I can, and then we'll just use one of our own ropes to get me up.
25 feet. I couldn't use my pitons for this. I have like 5 left. Yeah, that wouldn't help. Let's... The rope, how far... Like, if we would swing the rope... Gore, if we would swing the rope, could we come up to the ledge? You think?
Would be easier just if I use me as a springboard to get up.
Well, it's still 20 feet.
It's possible.
25 or something, I don't know.
I'm quite strong, you're quite light, and agile for that matter.
Let's try, I guess.
Oh, so how do you do
Get
it?
into position. So it will be like a springboard, so he will like run towards me, and then I will grab his foot and like launch him upwards, try to redirect his momentum.
Very well. So, with that, Gore, you roll me on athletics. Well, Leopold, you roll me on. I think you also get to roll me on athletics, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm proficient in that, so it's not a minus.
There's something.
22.
Total 10.
With barely enough momentum, you're kind of left. Leopold runs towards you, kind of grab it, holding two hands, you flinging upwards. He has quite a lot of airtime before reaching like the edge, kind of with a singular hand, kind of starts hanging, just turning, barely holding with your fingers. You kind of feel as it kind of starts straining in your ligaments. But you kind of grab the other one, barely pull yourself over.
Whew. Do you see any place where I could attach the rope?
Not really. The only thing here is the door.
Does it have a handle?
It does.
I will tie the rope to the handle,
Very well.
and then I'll drop down the rope to Gore so we can climb up to it.
Well, we'll grab the rope and first try to just pull it to see if it will even hold.
No, what happens is the door kind of flunks opens, but then stops when it reaches full open.
That was what I expected to happen. So I will start climbing up the rope.
Oh. Just roll my athletics.
I believe that's a 16.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, climbing of the rope itself is not an issue. You kind of get up there, but then the door's in the way, so you kind of have to do this awkward kind of to the side and kind of climb around it. That takes a bit of effort, but no major issue. And now both up on the ledge. See, looking down into the another one of those hallways. This one a
I'll
lot
remove the
more.
rope.
Oh, you take the rope back.
Yes.
This hallway a lot lighter. The gold seems to almost reflect light, even though there's no light source in itself. Same with the door and the arc in the end, getting more lit up. Sense. But lighter, having the gold trim and the moss kind of start to grow around it. Again with some text. This one, reading as follows. There will be many battles in your lifetime. Choose them wisely.
What does it say?
I will repeat exactly that, what it said. There will be many battles in your lifetime. Choose them wisely.
Very well. And I will just continue forward.
You enter the next chamber. And inside it is similar kind of four windows. It's the same cubic form. You've been in before, right? This time, only major difference is the braziers are gone. And instead the chamber is lit up by three groups of people that seems to hold candlesticks. It seems to end in some sort of brass blade. They're all clad in these long bluish robes with just stares at you. Doesn't seem to blink. Before you enter, and they all start to conclude coming towards you. I need you to roll initiative.
So all of them are aggressive.
So it seems.
Okay.
Switch this one back here again. I think we're gonna use this one. So, Leopold.
12.
12. Well, Gore.
18.
18. So, Gore, you are up first.
Is there another door in this room?
Doesn't need to be, no.
Well, then I'll just step out through the door we came through.
Door's gone.
You said there was only those 4 people.
There are 3 groups of people. Let me switch. Oh, or forget. Let me switch this one. Counting a total of 12.
What is that white that is next to us? Oh no, sorry, we are on the right hand side.
Yes. It's just the minis I had were similar. What would you like to do?
We'll walk forward into the middle of the room. I will not pull my maul.
Well,
What do you want? We have no will to fight you.
doesn't seem to create a response. They just look at you with these blank, unblinking eyes.
I will just... Can I hold a rage?
You can, yes.
I will hold a rage for if one of them attacks me.
Very well. So, first group. Lo and behold, it's gonna attack you.
So there's a rage.
Kind of walk up to you, seems to cover you, and they pull their knives and this kind of strikes, or the candlesticks they hold, and let's try to pierce it into you. The rage here kind of seems to stutter when you do so. As soon as a strike, it seems to almost return, holding, just staring at you. Leopold. Up next.
So did they try to attack him? Or
They
did
did.
they, like...
They did try to attack, but they failed.
Okay, so that, like, they swing, but it did not contact.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I missed that. I guess we will have to fight. And I will take out my longsword and...
It's not a fight we can win.
Yeah, well, I will have to go and attack those that try to attack Gore, I guess.
Oh. You're walking up here then.
Yes, let me try to attack the black one that is on top.
Yeah, you can do so.
And I will try to do non-lethal attacks, if it's possible.
Very well. Roll.
That's 16 plus 7.
That does hit.
That's 5 points.
Oh, you kind of strike it with the pull, but then kind of right itself. A group seems to just turn and look at you. Yeah, not even blood coming up. Just seems to have opened a hole.
Does it seem phased at all?
Oh,
I'll try again.
very well. Roll attack.
13.
Was hit.
That's 9.
9. It kind of seems to just fall limp, in, like a sack, just crumble to the floor. One of them has fallen.
And I will move over and try to... So I'm flanking, and then I will do flurry of blows on the guy that is
Fortunately,
being
they
flanked.
don't give you the advantage of flank.
Oh, they don't?
They are considered a group.
Oh,
Not a large
group,
being.
okay. Okay. Well, I will still flurry of blow it.
Very well.
That's 4 plus 7. 11.
That does hit.
And that's 7 points.
Oh, you get crunch. You hear some cracking sound, but even though that head doesn't return, it just stands there.
And the
Like still
second
moving.
one, that's a 9.
9 does not hit.
Yes.
That's your turn.
Yes. I will have
As
to
your turn
stand there.
finish, you start hearing cracking now noises as the head goes back on the one you punched. And the one next to you seem to almost rise to the ground.
The one I
Holding a
got down.
candlestick. Yes.
Okay.
Now they're just looking at you again. Another group will move in. Gore. So will the last one. Gore, you will take 2 strikes. The first one is actually hit with a 17.
Yeah.
So you will take a total of 7 points of... no. 11 points of slashing damage reduced to half, which is 5. But the second attack does not hit. Barely misses. Slashing the turn to this standing position. Just staring. Being almost like conveying onto you. Capsuling you on. Or your turn.
The one that Leopold downed just stood back up.
So it did.
Well, this is gonna give some opportunity attacks, but I will step backwards.
Where are we going?
Backwards.
How far?
All the way to the wall, pretty much.
Well, you will take 3 opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
First one is cocked. That misses. Second one hits. And the third one misses. So you take 1 attack, which means you will take another 11 off, rounded down to 5 slashing damage from that. Just looks at you as you go backing away from him.
I said I didn't want to fight. I guess I have to. I will go over to the ones where Leopold is.
Very well.
And I will try to attack the one that's closest there.
Do so.
That's a 10.
That hits.
No, it's good. I'll take it. 10 points of bludgeoning.
Very well. So the first one kind of crushes down. Stumbles.
Then I move 5 feet to the right. Or is that Leopold?
No, but that's not Leopold. Leopold is on the other side.
5 feet to the right, hit him.
Roll.
That's cocked. 7 plus 7, so
That
14.
does hit.
And that is 13 points of bludgeoning.
30. That falls down. That's your turn.
Yeah, I don't have anything more.
Again, you see there's this spectral shape rises once more. Both of them are back, holding candlesticks, looking at you. Like nothing ever happened. They cannot attempt to attack you. Which is a hit with a 25. Will take an additional 10 off to 5 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Leopold, your turn.
Disengage and tell Gore, let's try find another way around. I don't think we should fight these. And I will move to the like where the 2 walls are sticking out. I will go to that area.
Here in between or in the middle?
In the middle, yes, in between
Yeah.
them.
You can get there easily. You have like 55 movement, I believe.
Yes, I would have used the key point to disengage as a bonus action, or can I
Yeah.
do that? No,
Yes,
wait.
you can.
Oh, yes, I can. Step of wind. And I will investigate this area to check if there's a door or anything.
Oh, roll investigation.
That's 19.
Seems like one of those stone walls. Moss and a bit of gold.
I will sheath my weapon.
Oh, put your weapon away. Anything else you would like to do?
No.
That means it's gonna be the other ones. One group is gonna come for you, Leopold. If I can get this one. The last one is gonna go again. Must envelop. Gore. So, Leopold. First attack on you. Your AC is
15.
that just about hits with a 15. You're gonna take 12 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, Leopold falls. Gore. That's a 21 to hit. You'll take 7 off to 3 points of slashing damage. You hear Leopold make like a painful sound and fall to the ground. So one of the group pull the dagger out and blood dripping. Snip. Turn, looking at you now.
I'll just put down the maul hammer. No, the maul, like the hammer part of the maul. Lean it towards the ground. And I will just take a knee and sit there.
You sit there, close your eyes as you start to feel those knife hits pummel into you, like getting carved into the back, your arms, your neck, pretty much anything you can reach. You start to more and more drift out of consciousness. You fall. Tumble forward, your head hitting the pavement. There's no blood there. So you blink, open your eyes. You're in a new hallway. Leopold is lying beside you. Right? The hallway is beautiful, covered in gold, greenery, illuminating forward into, or until it just ends. You are both on 1 health. But you're alive. What would you like to do?
So we
Walk
have,
forward.
we have to continue.
With heavy steps, you walk forward until you reach another arc. This one without a door just opens up into this almost bottomless pit of a room. On the far on the other side, you see a double door, more ornate. Probably a 60 feet gap. The text itself reads as follows: Gods listen, even though it does not seem like it.
So I will repeat it to Gore. Like the gods are listening, even if it doesn't seem like it. I wonder what that could be.
Gore just steps up to the ledge, looks up, and shouts, "I put my faith in your hands." And he steps off.
Leopold. You hear Gore scream this and he takes a step forward. Falls. What do you do?
I will go to the ledge and look down. Or run to the ledge to look what Gore has gotten himself into, since I can't do much about it.
You see no Gore.
How far to the other side?
60 feet, roughly.
I guess I have to put my trust in you. I will also step out.
Step. Fall. You both experience this just wind going past you as you're falling faster. I don't know if you slow down. Correct your course. Land. Solid feet once more under your feet. You're standing on the other side.
Walk forward and open the door.
Very well. You open the door. Inside it's a simple armory of sorts. Empty to a large degree, with empty armor stands and weapon stands and shelves. Except two pedestals. Seems to be long displaying pride on armor. One of them seems to be a sort of a warhammer, with those more pointed edges, the long double-handed shaft. Seems to have on the hammerhead itself seems to be this moss. Simple branch that seems to have climbed down. It's otherwise a rocky interior. The other one, a bit underwhelming as it's only handle. Handle and a guard of a sword. It's like no blade. No real way. Deal damage. What would you like to do?
We'll step forward and grab the warhammer.
Do we see any text anywhere?
No?
I guess this is our reward. I think they meant us for that to have it. And I will go and take out the blade. Does the blade look... Oh, sorry.
It's just a handle.
Oh no,
Blade.
handle I meant.
Yeah, pick it up. It seems simple. It's a guard. Very polished. Very like reflective silver. The handle seems to be a bit more of tattered leather wrapped. You both feel as you grab this thing the immense power it holds. Now you just need a way to unlock it.
Do you think... Do you know how magic weapons work? Items?
No.
Can I try to do... Remember if I know... I've heard how to unlock magic items.
Sure, roll a history.
Did I feel anything when I picked up the Warhammer?
You do. You feel strength. Not your strength. Strength coming from the weapon. This, as you know, inherently is arcane. Correct. Leopold,
Is there anything to hit?
you can punch whatever you like. There are stands and the like. No
That's a
training
10.
dummies.
Did you say no training dummies or?
There's no training dummies, no. There are armor stands and weapon stands and shelves around in the room.
No, I'm good.
10.
I'm gonna take it with me, but I will not swing it yet because I do not know what it will do.
I'll just let a spelling error here, so. Yes. With a 10, you have vague memories of Vanya telling you something about magic, but you aren't certain you were interested or just didn't care that I think. Or more than just magic weapon, magic items in general.
Yeah, I might just have zoomed out since he might have been a bit over enthusiastic about it.
Not impossible. So, you're standing in an armory.
Do we see a door?
No?
I will just try to focus on the weapon and try to contact the guards that we're unsure. Like, we will trust you, but trust you to lead the way. Do a small prayer.
Gore.
Yeah.
What did you want to do? There's something specific. Leopold seems to mumble to himself.
I think Gore will do what he always does. It's a new mall. It's unfamiliar to him. So he will just find a way to practice with it, but he does not want to destroy stuff in this room. So just doing like a couple of test swings, getting to know the weapon.
The swinging, it feels heavy, even for someone of your strength. It doesn't feel completely right swinging it either. Like you feel like there should be something more. Something more should happen.
That is why he will keep practicing until something happens.
Well,
That has always been his way.
you keep swinging. Leopold, you focus, trying to recall whatever, trying to see if the weapon does anything if you hold it for a length of time. Gore, you swing, getting sweaty, annoyed, almost angry. Still out of pure frustration, you just swing the hammer down into the floor, cracking it a bit. At the same time, you feel something entering you. You feel rejuvenated. So does Leopold, in time. You both suddenly gain temporary hit points, as your wounds seem to slow down. You now are attuned to the hammer itself.
So do I know what it does? So just the hit points.
I will give you the stats soon enough.
Yeah.
Leopold, what weapon do you focus on?
Well, the one, the hilt. Or kind of weapon.
Yes.
Well, what does it look like? What kind of hilt does it look like?
Looks like a hammer. Built currently as hammer. Sword, sorry.
Oh, then I will I might have unconscious, like I would think that it would look like a longsword. Basically, like I will might imagine a missing longsword, the missing longsword hilt, like when it's reforged or something.
Gonna pull a look at it. Put your hand, you drag it across an imaginary blade. And as you go, a blade of rose silver. This faint bit of gold to it lights up behind you, and soon the imaginary one's real. You're holding a longsword. The handle itself was longer. It's a pristine looking blade. You admire taking this. The room around you seems to transform. The walls kind of fade out, same with the roof. Star sky that you have grown accustomed to appears before you. The floor beneath turns into this golden road. It's forward. The gods stand before you. Chamber. I smile at you. Well done.
It is a mighty gift.
This is our of war. The artifacts held by highest priests one. Or that us. This is the last piece power can offer. Cannot enter. We wish you luck, success. We'll watch over you. The gates open. And through another pair of eyes, we'll watch you through the abyss as well. Good fortune.
Thank you for this gift. We'll use it well.
Smile once more. Your visions blur. Get tunnel vision till it's entirely blurred. You open them again. You're standing in the camp, or on the beach where you entered this, and it's darker. Towards evening. Your wound still aching, but a new weapon in your hand. So, I will send you these on Discord, but I will also tell the viewers what blades you got. Starting off with magical artifact Vincula's Arsenal, which Leopold has acquired. The object itself looks like a normal hilt until attuned to. As a bonus action, you can make any weapon you desire. Bow, axe, sword. Or back to the original form of a hilt, for easy concealment. The weapon is a +1 weapon, but deals an additional damage die of the type that it's turned into. For example, a longsword held with 2 hands would deal 2 d10s instead of 1. Additional to it, when activated, it gives off a dim light in 30 feet. It also works as a weaker torch. And the one that Gore has picked. Unfinished Steadfast Kinkeeper. This warhammer with dark head and old leather with wrapping in moss and a branch. For a start, it's a +2 weapon, having 2 abilities. The first one is a Steadfast Blessing. While holding the hammer, you can activate this as an action and give as a bonus action, sorry, I don't think I wrote that one down. As a bonus action, you can activate it and give every creature of your choice within 30 feet of you 1d4 + 4 temporary hit points. Once per day. The second ability is Disheartening Strike. When you hit a creature with an attack with this weapon, you can give them disadvantage on next saving throws before the end of next turn. This condition does not work if the target is immune to being frightened. Yeah, disadvantage on all saving throws until the start or the end of your next turn. That's also once per day. So, you stand here, smelling the salt water on the wind and the waves crashing on the beach. You hear a bit of a light and a bit of sound coming from the camp. You now hold these artifacts of war. What would you like to do?
Yes, it will not be that dark because it's 30 feet, right?
30 feet dim light.
Dim light, yeah.
Shines.
I'll look around. God, should we go rest or should we tell the others?
If I still feel hurt.
You are still on 1 health, yes.
Plus 10 hit point.
Plus the temporary hit points, yeah. You
You
don't feel as bad as you
talk.
look.
If you want to talk, go talk. I need my rest. Big
Oh,
day.
you rested already today.
He just goes over to where he rested last time.
Back to the camp and back to the makeshift bed that you found yourself in. You start rest. Leopold.
I will go up to the leaders, or what to call them, like Vanya and the guys.
Oh, you kind of enter the tank. They kind of scrape back from whatever meal they kind of. Leopold, you look horrible. What happened?
Yes. We contacted the guards, went through a trial, got artifacts.
You got artifacts. The other high elf kind of leans forward.
I will take out the hilt, longsword, bow.
Yeah, the blade kind of. First, the blade extrudes, then it kind of returns, kind of bends backwards into a longbow before turning into a whip all of a sudden. Kind of look at you. Marvelous.
Then back to a hilt.
Light fades. It could help you after all, even more.
Yes, I think so. It's really useful that it can change shape, so I can adjust where I'm positioned.
Definitely is handy. Do you need food?
Yes, please. It would be nice.
And
Gore went back to sleep. He did look a bit better than me, but not much.
well, can't blame him for sleeping. A hand job plate. It's very simple, rudimentary rations, pretty much. But it tastes heavenly almost. Yes, exhausted. Is there anything else you would like to talk about during this, or do you eat your food and be on your merry way?
We'll just ask if they have any updates when Emma and the cleric. Oh, forgot his name. When they are coming.
They are expected
Robert.
to reach. Yes, they're expected to reach the shore tomorrow evening. After that, 3 days. Everything should be in order to proceed.
Yes. I will go to sleep now. Think I will do some training with the bow during the morning. Or the weapon.
Yes. Please, do get some rest.
Thanks for the lunch, dinner, food.
You're so welcome.
And I will go and rest.
Go rest. You find yourself equally makeshift bedding. You fall asleep pretty easily. It goes by. Gore, do you want to do something when you wake up? Well, 3 hours later.
Just familiarize myself pretty much with the weapon.
Very well.
He's a bit conflicted. Whether that shows on him, I don't know. He liked his old weapon. He likes this new one as well, but doesn't quite feel the same.
Nostalgia is a strong feel.
So he's just gonna spend time getting used to the new one. Either by practicing on his own or sparring with willing partners.
In the first hours of practice, you are alone because there's only the night guard and the rest are sleeping. Wake up when people start waking up. You are asking around. People seem willing to help you. They are either just to make you stronger, as you know, as they are aware of dangers you will face, or to get their own mind of thing. Suspar. Leopold. You wake up. You see the old man, the figure of him, standing next to your bed, looking at something. You start moving, he kind of turns to look at you. Good morning.
Morning. Didn't expect to see you here.
I'm always here. Well, I'm here to offer my last piece of advice, you could say. Or power.
Are you leaving?
No. No. I can't. I'll always be around. As long as you're breathing.
Are you tied to me somehow?
Probably by mistake. But I don't think I would have it any other way. Then your face is larger threat than I ever seen. So why not put my knowledge to some use?
You will surely do. Hitting twice is much more effective than hitting once, as you taught me.
Oh.
Does help me a lot.
Be a bit more specific, but I do have a lot of talent. I think we can figure something out. So, you gonna eat or you gonna train?
Well, I can eat after I have trained.
Ha! Right. Follow me then.
I'll follow.
And Gore, you kind of spot Leopold walking and kind of leaves into the beach. It seems like.
Just happens caught my attention, and one of the sparring partners gets like a little nick in, and he just, oh, you little.
Yeah. Oh. Leo, you hear this heavy boom, like hammer against metal sound behind. And look over your shoulder. There's a guy just lying like 15 feet away in the dirt.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Continue forward.
Yes.
Yeah. You just seclude a place. You kind of focus. You don't have much time to think before you kind of get punched over the eye by a rod. So, defend yourself. I kind of goes in attacking.
Oh, it's okay. I use this one. I'll take out the new thing.
You gotta another hit. You gotta hit you over the hand.
I will activate it like to a longsword and start parrying and.
Yeah. You train. You both do. For the morning, the day, and also the evening. Not really taking a rest before the hunger is overwhelming. Your muscles almost killing yourself. Unless you would like to do something else. Something more quick.
Really, we are waiting for reinforcements to arrive, so. Oh, well, they should arrive today or tomorrow. So.
Well, one couple days of training. And the last day rest.
Leopold, as the evening comes close, you are like covered with bruises. And he just suddenly stops, looks out over the ocean. Reinforcements arrived. As you look, you see a ship having lanterns. Not a large one, just coming towards you.
It's come from our land.
From
the
the
coast.
mainland, yes.
Yes.
And I look at that, look back, and it's gone. Oh. Gore kinda walks up to you, so out from the camp, hands you a plate of the same kind of ration you had yesterday.
Thank you.
Start to feel how hungry you were. You both just watched the ship approach. But a few, well, recognizable figures on board. That's what we're getting today's session. Or unless you want to talk something.
Gore's just gonna look out and just say, it's finally time.
Seems like that. I hope you didn't decrease our forces while you trade. It didn't sound that good for them.
Don't you worry.
That's what we're going to today's session. So, a bit shorter once more. But we are preparing for the final one, which is the next session. But before that, Leopold and Gore, you have reached level 8, giving you an ability score improvement.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave you on that. I need to discuss.
Yeah, that's why I left everything vague for now. That's the training, you can train anything. But apart from that, roll hit points for me, please. They're gonna start the MVP vote. MVP vote is if you're gonna vote for someone who did something awesome or something good or something just otherwise amazing you want to reward them for. And with the MVP they will get an inspiration, that means they can re-roll any d20 they roll in the upcoming session once. And we need at least 3 votes to award anyone an inspiration, so get those votes in now before we'll be silent. But yeah, shall we go over to this one again? Oh, tell me, Leopold.
2 extra.
So that's a 2 plus 4, so 6 health more.
Yes.
So you reach
So-
110. Gore.
Roll a 5, my new max is 91.
91. So close to 100. That's new stats, and like I said, there's a build score improvement level 8 that they're gonna be, and that's the level they're gonna be on the final session as well. Which currently is gonna be towards the weekend in 2 weeks. Right? No. Yes, 2 weeks. So there will be a bit of a delay here now. There's a lot of things coming up that we need to kind of wait for, and also have the availability. There's a few special things here we'll do, but we will announce that as soon as possible, or as soon as we know which date we're going to use, and post it in the Discord, which you can find with the ! Discord. Right there, so you find a link to it, and yeah. Looking forward to finishing this one up and then see what else we can do. So anything else? We have rolled health, so you have leveled up. It's a feat and a build score improvement, so we'll take that to, on last session what they chose. We don't clog up too much on that time. We're told about when the last session is gonna be. Then my MP vote started. So feedback then. Do you have any feedback to the players, as me as a DM, something they should continue doing, something that you should change, or something I should change the DM, or so on and so forth? you have those now, just write them in chat or join the Discord and tell them done. Always good to give feedback, even if it's bad or good, because well, can't improve without feedback.
You spelled preparations wrong.
That's about right. I don't think I probably have a lot of things spelled wrong.
No, it's just good. I just wish I could have been more into the session. My headache has been quite bad.
Yeah, there's probably a good reason we ended it now. It was a bit of a low energy session again, but the thing that happens when you first working and then instantly jump over to doing, well, D&D. The word I'm looking for. It does take a lot of mind.
I still enjoyed it.
It's good to hear.
It felt like it gave me a chance to explore like another side of Gore.
Yeah. Turned out to be a lot more, I guess, laid back, if you would say so. It's more like a, even though it was a lot of fighting in it, it was mostly focused on in between the roleplay. Pretty neat. Sessions I really like. Do enjoy fighting from time to time, but most of the time they usually feel sluggish, which is darn shame. Still not good enough to make every fight interesting. But I'm trying. At least I think I had a better explanation in this fight than I had in Q1. Yeah, the fight box. This one, Yanni, I've actually seen this one. You have been fighting in this one. Super. I only pretty much removed all the furniture in it to have it simplified. Yeah, we're gonna tear it apart after this having done. Waiting for that. Nice to have these props and you can kind of mix-mash them however you want them to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry that we completely decided to bypass your greasy rope.
No, that was entirely fine. These rooms were all designed, all more or less designed to what to do.
Mm.
It's entirely up to you, your choices.
Yeah, I just felt like I wanted to throw someone.
That's fair. I can see that. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly change the night by D&D message here as well.
I'm gonna enjoy a good night's sleep tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah. I believe you will.
Good to have some energy for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm trying to find like any really solid feedback areas. But yeah, I think everything was like good. I can't point to any like big thing that I need to like talk about or bring up.
Oh, perfect point to start being nitpicky, isn't it? Yeah. I always feel like you can always improve. That's why I always want feedback here. Like, as long as it's, well, what's the word?
Well, there was the
Constructive.
solid feet. There was the solid feet under your feet line at one point.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I kind of, after I said that, I kind of looked at you and I saw that you kind of, and then I realized, I messed up. Then I realized what I said.
It's an interesting pathway.
Indeed. Yeah, I had a lot of slips in my descriptions today. Guess I just
I
usually
don't think I caught all of them.
I think I had like 4 or 5 total. Most of them were minor ones that didn't matter too much, but then was the feet against feet.
That's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to like having everyone on place.
That's a spoiler. But yes.
Is it really a spoiler? We don't know how many was on the ship. We saw familiar faces, nothing more.
Yeah. There's a few changes gonna happen to the last session. Nothing really we can mention yet, but you people can figure it out. You're smart enough. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's the session finale or season finale, I guess.
Yes, that is currently being. I think we're gonna put it on Saturday, the 4th of September. Towards the evening, around the same time that we use this one. So that means we're gonna have a bit over 2 weeks where we won't have a session. Just because we are all over the place, to be honest.
It's the end of August. There is quite a lot of different stuff happening.
Yeah.
And there's also a Finnish holiday.
Indeed. The end of the summer house season. That's why we can't do it the next week's weekend. The following weekend we are also kind of booked with an entire weekend with a lot of personal D&D stuff going on. And also a special stream on Saturday, hopefully.
Yeah.
We're gonna play some board games. Gonna try that, see if it works or if it lags out like hell.
Lots of exciting stuff coming up.
Apart from that, we have... What else do we have? On the streaming group side, we have Janidra is actually streaming tomorrow, and I think Jonte here is gonna stream some racing tomorrow. It's a pre-stream.
Some type of racing. I will get my wheels. I will do like a short pre-stream and do some racing with that. Until Janne is ready to draw some beautiful art.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do some stuff on Thursday, which currently seems to be leaning against painting stuff. Nothing very exciting, just a monotone painting things, but it's still something else than gaming for a change. I don't know.
Too many art streams in 1 week. God damn it.
It's only 2. Oh, we seem to actually gotten enough votes for inspiration.
That's nice.
Yeah, Leopold with 2 votes and Gore 1, which means Leopold, you got the inspiration for the last session.
Yeah, that's needed.
Fantastic. Thank you all so much for voting. We will still have an MVP vote on the last session. We'll not really give anyone any advantage, just that you will pretty much vote for your, well, viewer favorite. So we know that they did something awesome that should have been rewarded. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it. We have gone through everything. Otherwise, just waiting and see when the last session arrives. Thank you all so much for joining. Until next time. See ya.
Bye.